Chairman Harris, what is the trepidation about this though? I understand one thing about I can say about the Department of Family and Protective Services, they have a lot of it is a lot of nuances, like even having water on the floor. So I'm just trying to figure out what is the trepidation about giving a list of the guns that are in your home.
If I'm being completely
sorry.
frank, if I'm being do what? Not this frank. I just don't think it's any of the government's damn business. What
Now Chairman Harris, now let's don't get on about what's the government's business now. Come on. I just think, but if you're willing, if you're wanting to work with an agency and be a foster care parent, I mean, you're willing to work with the government. So I don't understand why it's an issue of disclosing that information.
I mean, I've seen it firsthand in my district where families have decided we're not doing it. When we have a shortage of foster families across the state, this is an issue that is making them say, never mind, this is too invasive for me.
By listing the number of guns that you have in your home,
The types, the calibers, the serial numbers. I mean, yeah, some of them go in depth.
Because don't you understand that something may happen? So what if a kid accidentally get secure one of the guns? They would need to know where the gun came from. So if they see, they would be able to determine that the gun was in the house or if the gun came from somewhere else.
Well, if they're verified that all of the firearms were stored properly, as is determined by state law right now, then there shouldn't be any risk of a child accessing the weapons that were in the home to begin with.
Even if they're stored properly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have to be locked away. They can't be accessible to children in any manner whatsoever when you're a foster family.
And I understand that. I'm still just trying to figure out the trepidation of giving that information. When you say
people don't trust the government.
Well, then why are you trying to? I mean, you trying to work with the government. The Department of Family and Protective Services is a government agency.
Yes,
I mean, it seemed like to me the care of the child would be the focal point.
And it is. I think that's why these families are going through this extremely invasive process as it is to begin with, because they have a heart for these children and they feel a calling to become foster parents. And then when the government says, I need a list of all of this, one of their most fundamental rights as a homeowner and as an American, I think a lot of people, I understand you don't think it's too invasive. A lot of people do think it's too invasive.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. Thank you,
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
Chairman.